making music to starting a new business and getting AKA back, DJ Zinhle speaks out. From making music to starting a new business and renewing a relationship, DJ Zinhle tells us why 2019 has been extra special. If you didn't know better, you'd never say they had a very public breakup just a few years ago. He dumped her for the queen of the Mzansi entertainment scene, and she was left holding a baby and nursing a bruised ego and a sore heart. She put on a brave face and got on with it. After all, DJ Zinhle is no wilting wallflower. But true love will find a way, and the music maker and AKA got back together again. However, if she'd hoped the public would be happy for her, she would have been sorely disappointed. People took to social media calling Zinhle everything from desperate to an ambassador of forgiveness. But she isn't letting it get to her. Opportunity to reconcile. Yes, they've had their ups and downs. Yes, she was hurt, and yes, she's moved on from the past with her heart on her sleeve. We are not hiding the fact we are back together, Zinhle tells Move. We're at a point in our relationship where we don't care too much about what people think. All we're concerned about is creating an environment that's great for our child and making sure her childhood is filled with beautiful memories with mommy and daddy. But don't be fooled into thinking she took AKA back purely for the sake of their child. The decision to be with the father of my child has nothing to do with my child. If there's an opportunity to reconcile, and I feel I want it, I'll take a chance because I don't want to question myself 4 years later, she told Zinhle Lachwa in a podcast earlier this year. Despite public opinion, Zinhle tells us she doesn't regret her decision to get back with the rapper. We're very comfortable in the relationship. Things are easier this time around and we don't worry much about people's opinions. Before we were too concerned about how people feel about our relationship, how we're seen by the public and what we look like, etc. But we've removed ourselves to focus on our child. She says it takes a village. Their social media feeds are filled with loved up snaps of them supporting each other at gigs or hanging out with their little girl. In fact, they're so good at serving family goals they've been dubbed the first family of Mzansi music. Zinhle, 35, and AKA, 31, are proud parents to Cairo Forbes, and the sassy 4-year-old is the apple of her parents' eyes. Cairo hurt her hand on the jungle gym the other day, and looking at those bruises just hurt me. When she's ill, I feel it and I constantly want to protect her. The other day I watched her eating ice cream and she was just in the moment. She's taught me to live in the now and not worry too much about tomorrow, Zinhle says. Cairo was a social media star before she was born. Now the little girl has over 734,000 followers on Instagram, but Zinhle isn't training her to follow in her footsteps. I'm not grooming her for the industry. She's exposed to showbiz because of her parents. I wonder what she'll choose to be one day. Whatever it is, I'll make sure I guide her. Mom and daughter love spending time at home together, rolling around on the floor or on the grass. Cairo loves being tickled the whole day, and when we're out, she just wants to go pick what she likes at the toy store, she says. Zinhle loves being a mom, but it takes a village to raise a child. She says she wouldn't be able to juggle everything without the support of her mother, Jabu Jane, and AKA's mom, Lynn Forbes, who helped her raise Cairo. Lynn wants Cairo to be the next Kylie Jenner, and the Glammy runs her Instagram account. I'm not a single parent, Zinhle says. The reason I'm able to do what I do is because of the support from my partner, his family, my family and our friends. We're catching up with the DJ and businesswoman at Mungbean in Fourways, Johannesburg. She's with friends Dabite Mardian and Brandon Reynolds, who along with her BFF Pearl Thusi and Pauna Musi Mabina, lend a hand in raising Cairo. The foundation of all my friendships is trust. I am in very comfortable relationships with my people. I need to be sure about my place in someone's life, and knowing my friends have my back eases me. Zinhle says she easily makes friends, and Dabite and Brandon often stop her in her tracks. They hate it when I make new friends because they're protective of me and who I let in. Extra special year. It's been a good year for the DJ, both on the home front and at work. She ticked off travel goals from her bucket list, branched out into a furniture business, and recently dropped the hit single Umnulo featuring Mzansi and Breathable. Man, that song just blew up instantly, and it's made me want to release more music in 2020, she says. Every year is a good year for me. But this year has been extra special. I went to Italy, Paris, Turkey, Netherlands, New York, Los Angeles, London, Thailand, and Mauritius, and I'm happy, she says. Of all my favorite places, New York is still at the top of my list, but I got a lot of work done too. She partnered with a leading jeweler to distribute her watch brand Era by DJ Zinhle, and the celeb has used her eye for detail and luxury to open her own furniture business, Jane Atelier. Although business has been good, it took a while. I have failed a number of times. In 2009, Zinhle opened a clothing store in Melville, Joburg, but she was forced to close doors when she didn't make any money. That business failed so badly because there was no traffic in the location I had chosen, she reflects. Only recently have I been comfortable enough to talk about my failure, she adds. I was asked by DJ Fresh what happened to the store and I almost broke down. He drove me to speak about it so others could learn from my experience, and I am okay now. I understand that failures are meant to teach and not break one down. Her new business is off to a good start and she's already employed 10 people. I don't count the ones who pay others and freelancers, but I want to do more to help create employment. Zinhle has plans to grow her business and become a leader in the interior design space, but she'll always make time for her first love. I will DJ until someone drags me out of the booth. It's my passion, my core, and where everything starts for me.